Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Shade TV. My name is Marissa Hill, and today we're going to be taking a look at some Nike Dunk Lows. These are LX, and I actually think this may be my first LX Dunk Low that I've had on the channel. That stands for Luxury in Mind, and this is in the Sand-Drift colorway. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back, everyone, to another unboxing and review. Today we'll be taking a look at some Nike Dunk Low LXs in the Sand-Drift colorway. We'll go through the overview on these, jump into size and fit, followed how I style this very perfectly color blocked color scheme. Then we will conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. Let's jump right into it. So definitely wasn't exactly sure what the LX meant until I actually unboxed these and held them in my hands. The materials on this are so buttery soft. I will say this is probably some of the softest suede texture that I felt on a Dunk Low before. This is in this beautiful beige tone, and on the front we have a light, almost a hairier kind of textured suede and a different tone of brown. And then we've got beige stitching alongside of that. As we work our way to the tongue region, we've got more of that extremely soft suede, this time in a different colorway. We've got it more of a khaki brown tone. More of this beige tone hits the Nike swoosh mark there. And again, the way that they printed this logo just kind of gives it a more luxurious upscale kind of feel. The laces are in a beige tone as well, which I think is just a nice complementary tone on top of the color that they used for this smooth suede that's all the way throughout the tongue, used all the way throughout the tongue. The outer lining is in a cream tone as well. And so let's take a look at those details, then move along to the side paneling. Working our way to the side panels, more of that hairy suede texture works its way to the medial side. Underneath, more of that smooth leather hits it on that nice kind of creamy beige tone. As we wrap around to the back, we've got Nike here as well, which blends perfectly in with that hairy suede texture. The interior is also in a light brown colorway. White hits the Nike and swoosh mark logo, and the lateral side has that same exact color blocking. The bottom of the midsole is in a white tone, and then the outsole is in this nice beige hue. All right, let's take a look at those last and final details. far as size and fit goes, I would say stick true to size in this one. This was a women's exclusive, so definitely take that into consideration. As far as my foot shape and size goes, I do have a high arch and narrow feet. If you have flatter, wider feet, that could differentiate something that works completely opposite from my own. All right, so now let's jump into styling. Again, I just feel like this is such a great color scheme. It kind of reminds me of the Curry Dunks a little bit, but just subtly different brown hues and beige textures and hues used throughout this sneaker itself. So for this, I decided to go with a floral top, and I wore some nice, just light brown denim pants that were wide-legged. I feel like different brown tones and earthy tones will work perfectly with this. And for the second look, I decided to wear a striped top off the shoulder and some nice, just again, neutral tones. So cream and kind of a light brown tone with some matching pants. And then for the last and final look, switched up a little bit, and I wore a brown bustier top with matching pants. And I think that those tones really match the hairy suede texture of the sneaker and color blocking of it perfectly. All right, so now let's conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So these retailed at $120 and they're currently going between $150 to $180. All right, everybody, that is it for this unboxing and review. If you joined us for the first time, thank you so much. My name is Marissa Hill. This is Shade TV. We will catch you all next episode.